everybody and welcome to October's plan with me. What is going on? I don't know. October is already 100 miles an hour and we're only the 4th, and I just feel this month is a little bit crazy. So my planner is my Bible. In fact, actually, I think my desk pads are my Bibles. It's a lot this month, I'm not gonna lie. Let's have a look where we're at. So as you might know, because you might have seen some of my other plan with me's, I started doing the monthly views again, and I'm just finding them so great for the whole family. So everybody's got their own colour. Obviously I'm colour coordinated with my October theme. I do like a theme. And I've got this colour is me, and as you can see, like, my work shifts are a little bit crazy this month, and then even on the days where I don't have a work shift, I might have to pick up. So everything that I can possibly think about is on here, whether the boys are going to football, whether my husband's in the office. I've just put as much detail as I can, and then this goes by the cooker and everybody has access to it. So if anybody wants to know what's going on, I just go have a look at the monthly planner. That's where it is. So that stays next to the cooker, and that also sits with my weekly plan. So it's really difficult to see all of that up front. It's a mess to a lot of people. To me, it makes sense. But then it's broken down on my weekly blocker. So I put where everyone's going to be. And then I've got my meal plan for the week. I've done the weekly shop. So that should all be coming tomorrow. And we are ready, hopefully, for the full week. We never make it through without doing a top up, but we're working on it. And then I've got my content plan. I'm behind on Instagram, so I need to try and pick it up a little bit. It's really difficult to work it around my work shifts at the moment. And if you are following me on Instagram, you may have seen that I did a little mini photo shoot in my boot of my car on my lunch break in the work car park. Because I'm trying desperately to keep on top of everything, but I'm just working a lot, so there's not a lot of time. So bearing in mind that's how it's gone, and that's how my month is looking, I thought I'd run through, let's have a look at the clarity box. I've not talked to you through the clarity box. So this mug is here for a reason, because it comes in the clarity box. I do have a few more left this month. I'll put the link down below if you want it. You also get 4 tea bags, which is the yogi tea, ginger and orange, or ginger orange with a hint of vanilla. And what I love about yogi tea is that it gives you like a little message. Every cup of tea has a little message. So today's message is, when the dawn of simplicity comes in life, complications leave. Well, let's hope the dawn of simplicity hits in. Let me have a slurp, hang on. It's just got a little bit of ginger. It's not too gingery, and the vanilla just feels quite soothing, so I feel like I need that. So you get that in this month's clarity box. You also get all of these bits and pieces. Your note cards, you're going to get October month to view, and I've got them to the side here. You've also got a steady flame outlasts a wildfire. And I'll explain these in a minute. Don't overthink it, and find your fire. And the whole theme of this month's box is ignite, and it's about refueling yourself to the end of the year. So we've got 1 more quarter till the end of the year, and you get this last quarter countdown half dashboard in the clarity box as well, if you're going for the planner option, as well as getting this 4-pocket wallet. You also get the paper clip and the page flags, 2 packets of transparent sticky notes, 2 washi tapes, but I don't have the other one, but I love the highlight washi tape. It's a big thing. I love it. A little pack of sticky notes, and then you get these 2 brighter planner stickers. And then of course your dot stickers, which I've rinsed already, so I've used quite a lot of those. the stuff that you get should last you a month, and that's the whole point of the clarity box. It's kind of get you through a month. With our colour theme, you also get the erasable gel pen, and you get the Tombow in 933, which is quite a bright orange. I can put these other Tombow references down if you fancy doing a similar colour scheme to mine. Now let's roll on to here. So this also comes in the clarity box. This is your 12-week goal planner. If you whiz back to the video that I posted before, I talk you through this goal planner. I now have it as a downloadable option, but I've gone through and put a little vision board together for the last quarter. I've also broken down my goals, and then I've put some action steps per each goal. And then, so I was just using my lovely paper clip to keep me open on week 1. So this week was week 1, and I had an absolute crazy busy week at work, and I'd set myself the goals of working on a pull-up and yoga consistency. I wanted to do 2 upper body gym sessions, find a yoga class, and do a yoga class. I've done none of the above, and it's Saturday. However, I was going to go to the gym today. I don't think it's going to happen because I'm working tonight, but I am going to go to the gym tomorrow. There's a yoga class at the spa that I work at, so I'm going to go to a yoga class, and hopefully I can do 1 upper body session in the gym straight after, because I'm already there. So although I won't have hit my goals, I'm close, and it's got me a little bit closer than I probably would have done if I hadn't set any goals at all this week. So this is kind of like my focus for the next 12 weeks. This was week 1. I haven't filled out for next week, but that's there ready to go to look at what I want to work on goal-wise next week. It's just about keeping it in focus, because otherwise it's just too easy, especially when life is busy. It's too easy just to not do anything. And I just feel like even when life is busy, I can push myself. So that's where we're at. And here is my month to view, which, like I said, is crazy busy. All of the bright orange are my work shifts. And then we've got the kids on half term. Journal cafe, which is always a little highlight of my month. Let's scoot through to next week. So I've done my week plan, my work shifts, just the important things in my planner, because I've got everything broken down on the weekly blocker pads. This is really just for a tick list for me to do, a weekly checklist. And there's certain days I've been quite thoughtful when I've planned this week. So I've looked at my work shifts and actually thought, can I actually achieve anything on that day? On Wednesday, I'm doing a 10-hour shift. I've literally given myself nothing else to do, because you're just setting yourself up for fail, and nobody wants to feel like that at the end of the day. So I've kind of eased off on Wednesday, and then I've added a couple of bits and pieces that I need to make sure that I get done on those days. A lot of it is Instagram based, so create content somehow and post Instagram, as well as life admin bits and pieces. Let's not forget, I've got 2 kids which do require some assistance, even though they're teenagers. They are quite self-sufficient. So I just wanted a little note to myself to keep going. Just keep going. Just keep doing whatever you can do. And that is my my week to view. As you know, I love the wellness planner, but given that I'm focusing on goals, I just think it's an extra step that I just don't think I can fit in. So I'm skipping the wellness planner and swapping over to the focus on goals for the next 3 months. So I'm gonna leave the wellness tracking for next month, and that is basically where I'm at in my planner. Let's have a look at my journal. So we've got October's theme, and that's pretty much as where I've got. Haven't done any journaling this week. That's my little plan for the rest of the afternoon, and tomorrow I'm going to have a nice little journaling session. Last month's journaling kind of went pretty well, actually. I caught up. I've got a couple of pages that I wanted to go back and fill, and then like my final journal spread that we did at our Journal Cafe meetup, which was just to kind of have a look at what you've kind of learned this month and what you want to take through to next month. And what I realised that I really need to take through is a little bit of compassion, because not only compassion for other people in my family, but compassion for myself. Just be kind to myself, because there's a lot going on. We've got a lot going on. So the colours that I'm working with for October, we're going to be looking at all of these lovely autumnal tones, and it's going to match with the falling leaf design. This design is available for Patreon members only. This one will be up on YouTube next year. So our Patreon cover pages run a year ahead of YouTube. YouTube has all of last year's information. I don't have my journal from last year, but if you scoot through to a couple of videos ago, you'll see the October theme, which was a cobweb, if I remember rightly, a Halloween inspired cobweb journal theme, which was actually a lot of fun to create. So you can go take a look at that. Otherwise, you can come and join us on Patreon, because not only do you get access to all of our lovely tutorials and all of the worksheets that go with them, you also get 5 journal prompts per week, and you get any help you want with journaling. You can ask me any questions, anything you want to know. So you can come and work with us. I'll link everything down below, and if you've ever got any questions, just drop a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So this month, I think my focus is just going to be doing as much as I can, being focused on goals, but I'm not going to be beating myself up for not getting everything done. The way I see it, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So what we're going to do is look at our goals, make a plan, and get as close to it as we can. It's better than doing nothing. And this is what I said to my little journal group this week, was nothing changes if nothing changes. So do you want to be sat here at the end of the year saying, oh, in October, if only I had just looked at goals? Or maybe you're at the end of the year thinking, I needed all of that time to rest. But either way, your decision happens now. And it's a decision is to do something or to do nothing. Either way, it's a decision that needs to be made. And I'm deciding to go for it and do as much as I can, so that by the end of the year, we're finishing on a high. So if you want to join me, have a little look at our 12-week goal planning video, and let's get going. Again, any questions, let me know. I forgot to show you my Kindle cover. Because of course my Kindle cover matches my theme. What person doesn't match their planner to their journal to their Kindle cover, to their clarity box? I don't know who you think you are. You need to just get on board and have everything matching. But I think my favorite part of this whole thing is this cute little guy here. Like, how sweet is he? And I laughed on Instagram and just kind of basically said, this is basically me, like just holding on to my sanity for October with a coffee in hand. But yeah, there we go. That is my my Kindle cover for the month, and that does mean that we are done with our October plan with me. So I look forward to seeing you next month.